Top of the morning to you. Welcome to Rebellion Day 2. This is Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm Suspender.
Hello, I'm Ninja Hurdle.
And we are about to witness VRDL VICs take on Canberra roller derbies. I think they're called...
Just Canberra.
Is it just called Canberra?
I think we're just calling them Canberra.
Awesome.
It's not the Vice City. It's not the Betamax.
Oh, it's just Canberra. I love that.
Happy to be confirmed, corrected, if that's not quite how things are going. In this team playing today, you'll see on your screens if you're watching online, that's the full roster.
Too early. Have you not finished your coffee yet?
No, but we've
got a variety of players out there and a variety of numbers.
No, but we do have the actual players that are playing this game.
Okay.
I'll get to it. Jigglytuff, Golden Slaytime, Beat on the Quads, Devon Rex, Katie Chaos, Teabags, Nicole, Firefly Spirit, Slinky, Pasco, Crushy Amplet, and Genevieve Monk.
Can do that one.
Oh, continue. So we've also got, for Canberra, Lou Scannon, Coffin Fit, Grimwrath, Hurt Cobain, Fast and Furiosa, Pink Mist, Berries Alive, Bobbin Weaver, Lemmy Adam, Blocky McBlockface, Booberang, HMAS Barge, Hurdy Gurdy, and Serial Killer.
Could you have timed that any better as as we go straight into the action? Boom.
Yeah.
And we have coming out, there we go. It's live on your feed now. It's coming out, we've got the VRDL Jammer coming out first, but unfortunately picking up a cut track penalty, allowing the Canberra Jammer to pick up lead, that is confirmed, and come through to try and collect some points on the first power jam.
Yeah, so that's Fast and Furiosa.
That's like having a double chocolate Tim Tam. First jam, first power jam. It's double coated.
Sure, yeah, that's awesome. I do, yeah. It's taken me a while to get on board with the Tim Tam thing. We're like, yes. Double coated, awesome.
Double coated.
All right. So, pack is moving, as it often does. And... Ooh. Ref takes a tumble and Fury is out. That'll be 4 points for Fury. Firefly is back on track now.
Absolutely.
Hoping to start scoring some points.
So call for points from the Jammer. Let's see how this plays out as we've got both Jammers on track, both in scoring positions. Through the pack, I think picked up a few in the back there. Yes, 9. So 9 points.
Oh, so there must have been one extra little point there in that last trip. You know what I didn't do yet this morning?
I know what I haven't done.
I was going to talk about my aerobics exercises that wakes me up so I can be really good at the commentating.
Do you do them every morning?
No, just before commentating so I can be alert.
Thank you.
Oh.
So we have lead jammer for the VICs, and that is Slinky. And we have the Canberra Jammer caught up in a very strong VIC's tripod, but pushing out through the apex there. Some fancy footwork on that inside line, allowing them to get out of the pack, but Slinky coming through, putting 4 on the scoreboard and for a quick call on the back straightaway.
Thanks for your help, but Adelaide's the wrong team. We don't need Adelaide, that's all right. It's all right. We've got this game. We've got this. Yeah. We've got. All right. We're just having some admin issues. First thing in the
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. It's like 8:30. I mean, really, only crazy people are doing things at this time.
Only crazy people put skates on their wheels and hit each other.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
Who have we got? That's.
Should I say?
35.
Awesome people.
Teabags out in front with leads. A lot of squabbling going along.
Ooh, good hit out at the back there. Drawing back. Doesn't look like a tripod's forming at the back there. There it is. So straight in and guided into that tripod defense while Teabag draws out the front for Canberra Jammers. What I'm really loving about 2019 roller derby is the shirt whipping.
The which? The shirt
whipping.
Whipping.
We're seeing a lot of shirt whipping by jammers in this season.
Yes.
I mean, it's happened in the past, but it's just really become a staple of how jammers use an extra piece of momentum to just slip through.
Yeah, I've noticed that too, actually, that I haven't seen in previous years so much.
Yeah. I know that my league, we're very, very big at shirt whipping.
It still would be cool to see some like old school whip, but like that, I mean, that's just
Wow.
that's in the days of the movies.
I think they call it a throw now.
A throw?
Pick your jammer up, throw them forward, hope they land on their feet.
Yeah. I was thinking about that this morning. What happens if jammers, like, which is unlikely, they like jump right over everybody else?
Like over the top.
Yeah. In like a gridiron sort of way. All right, we've got Firefly at the front.
Pushing out against that Canberra tripod, meeting the last of the Canberra blockers to get lead. Canberra jammer, nice fancy footwork on the outside, dodging one, not dodging the second, but re-entry is fast and quick.
Yeah.
Very fast. Really sticking to those edges as the VRDL Firefly jammer comes through, starts claiming those points like they're playing Mario Kart coin racer. Ding, ding, ding. Played that the other day. Went old school back on my Nintendo Wii.
Oh, yeah. All right, we've got Pink Mist coming around, but not, unfortunately, called off just in time to keep Canberra pointsless.
So we got 20 points on the clock or the board. I'm tired. For VICs and 9 for Canberra.
So early days, 4 jams down, 5 minutes or 5.5 minutes down. So really early. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Big pack, big scrum pack going, and a big hit there on Fury. Centre sort of flying backwards. Slinky, formerly of Bendigo, comes through.
Yeah. Takes lead jammer. Canberra jammer snuck through as well. And Slinky comes through, going to claim the points and call, denying the Canberra jammer of any points. So we should see that turn to 24-9.
You know,
high fives all around.
There's a skater out there with a bruise that is square shaped on her thigh.
Oh, that's
have a look for it. I'm like
Okay.
really interested to know the backstory. How do you get a square shaped bruise? So if you guys know what's going on, let me know. All right, people slowly filtering in here, ready for the next set of games. Off we go right now. We've got Teabags and Berries Alive jamming. Oh, Teabags take some toe stops up the outside line.
Absolutely. Great toe stop run. Coming around the back of the front straightaway to score some points. Having a little bit of trouble, but takes that same line again. Has checks to the bench. Canberra jammer in the pack, scoring.
Yeah.
Late call off there.
I think she left that a little bit too late to keep to.
Yeah, I
to
couldn't
hold
see
the
anyone
Canberra down.
sitting down in the box. They weren't trying to burn the clock, but it's allowed Canberra to put 3 points on the board to the 4. Sometimes jammers go out and they do that, and then they're like, right, so called late. That's not happening again.
That's all right. That's happened.
fine.
That's a thing.
It's happened. We'll
That's
put that
the
in the
last
pocket.
jam. Oh
The
yeah,
next jam,
I like
it.
that. The pocket thing.
Pocket. Put it in your pocket.
Put it in your pocket.
Zip it up for later.
Yep. Deal with that later.
So Firefly out again, pushing through that front Canberra tripod with a little bit of offensive help. Meanwhile, we've got Lemmy at the back on a tripod, pushing hard right through the middle of that seam. I can see that the extra Canberra skater is in the box. They're now joined by a VRDL skater, and it looks like all of that kerfuffle has seen the Canberra skater get lead. Lemmy has lead.
Let me have lead.
Number 333 should be calling numbers. That's a fast pack. You can see that front OPR having to do some
Ooh.
crossovers to meet that.
Wow.
Really nicely played in the offense around that corner, using the speed of that the tripod was going against them. Now the VRDL, like, you know what, we're just going to form and we're going to be solid. No more rolling.
And that's right, they have brought the pack to a standstill, and so that's Lemmy Adam getting stuck at the bat.
Yeah, so that's excellent work. Recognise that the first pass didn't work, lock it down on the second. And we can see that Canberra obviously, I think, wants some points. Yep.
Yeah, there was a little bit of assistance coming in the offense, but it wasn't like, whew, offense in and easy, because the VRDL blockers were really holding down that jammer. But it did result in some points.
5-4. 1 point. All that effort, 1 point.
Oh, yeah.
I went out yesterday. We did a jam. It was a minute 40. Came back, looked at my bench coach and said, "Where's our points?" And she said, "No one got lead, dude, for a minute 40 that whole time you're out there."
Are you serious? Wow.
It's like, what?
No points for you. All that work and nothing. That's part of it. So we got lead sitting with Canberra. Pink missed. There's a lot. Pink missed. Sorry, I just got confused. I don't know. I looked over. There was a lot going on, so I stopped talking.
Same.
Yeah. But that's all right. Hey, you know what I'm excited about? The fact that it's not a stinking hot day.
I know. We've been so lucky that the weather cooled down here in Melbourne for Saturday and Sunday. And guess what? Most of us have tomorrow and the next day off due to some... we just call it a 4-day celebration or holiday that we have in November, because all of our public holidays are in the front half of the year down here in Victoria. It's got nothing to do with anything else, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. No relevance to other sporting
My
events.
work just calls it Happy 4-Day Weekend.
Oh, really? That's awesome. I didn't organise myself in time to take Monday off. Ooh, teabags coming around the inside, losing balance and doing an entire loop of the inside referees and NSOs.
Looking for some quick, easy points on the outside, claims them calls. Ooh. Canberra Jam are trying to sneak it in the back, but I think the whistles went.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
So we got 36 plays 18 VICs in the lead. We have 18 minutes left on period 1 of this game. We're inside jam 10 now.
Oh, wow.
And if there's a jam to be inside of, it is this one, in this moment, in this time.
Right now.
VRDL taking lead. It's going to feel pretty good for them out in the track right now. They've pretty much almost doubled the points of their opposition, and that's what you want to do really within the first 10 minutes. Although it's still, it's still winnable at this point for Canberra, absolutely.
Completely.
A few good jams. But every kind of 5 minutes, 10 minutes in the game, you want to kind of be doubling those points on top of your opponent.
Yeah, that's right. So this is, we're looking at Pool B competition right now. Sorry, you keep calling.
Yeah, I will. That's okay.
This thing in the
no
back.
worries. So we got the VRDL jammer at the front. VRDL have got themselves a goat. Now, if we know anything about goats, if anyone has a goat, you know they cause nothing but trouble. And that's what we got at the back here. Goats pushing through, causing a bit of chaos, and a nice, easy... They got distracted by that goat, and that's what goats do. They distract you. I certainly can do that. So, Canberra Jammer getting around. Oh, and I think there was some cheeky points through the back door there.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, let's say, one only. All right.
So that's 10-1.
So you're saying that the goat, so the individual that is the goat, say in this case it was the Canberra skater.
They can cause havoc.
So the Canberra skater is causing issues for the VRDL skaters.
Well, in that, the jammer was sitting in the bin and distracting them, really engaging them. That goat kind of knows that their jammers coming back, so they're keeping that tripod engaged, locked in.
Yeah.
And if you keep them locked in hard enough, you would have noticed the goat pushed the tripod to one side, so knowing that their jammer would have a good run on the other side.
So how good is that?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So that's the things you can do as a goat. Taking a goat is also great from the opposition. You know, VRDL took that goat in a very, very smart way to kind of draw the pack back, which meant their jammer could push forward and make the Canberra blockers kind of have to, you know, have less kind of space on track to block them.
Yes, yeah.
So there's you know,
both ways.
Both ways, always. And every piece of strategy, it's about, okay, so we've got a goat, cool. That means we win the getting a goat and we win pack definition. But then the goat can actually win in terms of, well, I'm going to distract you. Here comes my jammer. Oh, look, no one touched her.
Yeah. Goats are good.
Yeah. So, you know, when you're in a shitty situation, there's always a silver lining, as they say.
Yeah. All right. A lot of movement backwards on track, and I think that's because we've only got one jammer on there who was recycled.
Yeah,
that's
so
missed.
Yeah, and we've got a jammer sitting down on the penalty box. So we've got a lead jammer for Canberra.
Power jam sort of scenario for a little bit longer.
Taking the outside line, and watch that on the screen there. That was very fancy footwork. It didn't seem like there was enough space there, but you know, jammers
somehow made it. Yeah,
jammers part the ocean, don't they?
This much. But the VRDL blockers came out super fast. So in the amount of time it took her, this one, Pink Mist, is really making space. It was a beautiful little step over the apex, grabbing 8 points. So clawing back a little bit of that.
Look at that 17-point difference. Yeah, that's great.
And I was just going to say before, VRDL yesterday beat Adelaide, and Convict City beat VRDL.
Yeah.
But hang on, where's Canberra in all of this?
Canberra's still in Pool B.
Yeah.
So Canberra played CCR yesterday.
Oh, right.
And they lost to CCR. So CCR has played 2 games and won 2 games.
Yeah, doing very well.
So they're facing Adelaide Roller Derby a little bit later. So if they win that game, they'll be heading straight into the grand final, which is at 5:30 this afternoon.
Ooh, yeah, very exciting stuff.
It'll be the first time that we see CCR in the grand final at Rebellion, which for me personally is very special.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that league.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a special place in my heart for that league as well. I think it could be, I don't know, there seems to be a pretty... I've just been offered a cookie.
We've just been offered a cookie. Not that we take bribes, but, you know...
It's all right, we said the nice thing before... We said the nice thing before being offered the special stuff.
So Canberra Roller Derby busting out and getting a lead jammer status.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just getting our beloved cookie that we did not at all sell. Comments for cash.
Well, we didn't because we didn't
Comments
know.
for cookies.
We didn't know that the cookies were going to potentially be offered.
Now we can do. We will do comments for anything.
I'll do comments for less than anything. Saz over here will do
anything.
Never mind. Streaming, live, online.
So 50 points. Canberra taking 2 in the last jam, increasing their total to 32. So I feel like the VRC still have a hold of this game. They're still kind of, you know, being very successful, but I feel like Canberra has actually changed something up. I'm going to say it's a 4D. They've gone 4D. And that is allowing their jammer to push out and just giving them the opportunity, the 6 or 7 seconds that they need to push out, get through, and get lead, which they've done. Coming through, claiming the points. Looks like they're going to run it.
The multiplayer block there being assessed against a Canberra skater, Canberra blocker. It's going to change the... What is... All of a sudden we've got no one on track.
So some stuff went down.
There's a lot of stuff. Wow, that's a full
everyone's
box
full. So we'll
about.
probably see this jam kind of go for the length of time to get those penalties cleared from the box. We call this box clearing.
Yeah. Canberra's back,
Canberra's
still with
back,
a couple of
still
people.
scoring. VRDL is still scoring. I mean, literally we got a same to same jam here. Oh, we got 12 for Canberra, 12 by 12. I thought my math was good. Maybe I thought it wrong.
Yeah. So we've got 4 blockers back on there for VICs. It's going to slow Lemmy Adam down a little bit, I reckon.
Yeah, boxes. It did. It definitely did. Boxes cleared. So call, and looks like we're going to look at. We'll see what was in the pocket there from that jammer. Anything in the pocket? Yeah. So that jam just really was an exercise in getting the penalties out.
Yep.
All the blockers went out. They had a little sit down, and really it's a 0-0 jam.
Yeah, exactly.
16 to 16.
And I think we're gonna. That's like, okay. Let's calm down after that one. Let's reset. Let's leave everything on the bench and go again.
That's right.
Ooh, the rollback. What do you think about the rollback? Because I never got up to that level where it was a thing that I practiced. I didn't spend a lot of time on the track.
I love it.
What is the purpose?
Okay, so you start kind of mid straight away. So we'll just see what this jammer does first.
Yeah.
Pushes out, slips through the front. No lead jammer. We've got Teabags as lead coming through. 4 points on the board. Teabags nodding at their bench. Canberra coming through to claim some points, getting hit on the outside and dragged back into a 2-all at the back, which they're pushing through while Teabags is pushing through for defense with an offensive player. We see Teabags takes the out, thinks that they needed to yield, but they did not. Calls it off. Should be putting 8-2 on the board is my prediction. Yeah, I'm right there. So the rollback. So the thing about starts is you kind of want to be the last one to move. You'll have a set play that you want to do. So you can see here we've got a bit of a gap happening. And so that gap will be used and utilised in what we call science. If you roll back as they roll forward, science.
What, take away their momentum?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So the jammer, because their jammers are coming from a standstill, and so as they push into your force coming backwards, it just absolutely takes away any of that momentum. So they don't get a run up, and they essentially just go straight into a brick wall.
Cool.
On the like we were talking about with the goat before, on the other half of that, if the tripod in front rolls as hard back,
and then
they can actually actually use that cluster to benefit their jammer as they could sneak an edge.
Yeah, and that you don't necessarily have the space you need to sort of stay strong.
Yep.
You need a nice little your individual tripod inside your 3-person tripod.
Yes.
A solid stance.
You've got that offense player to deal with.
Okay.
So see, there's the rollback there. And it just means that jammer the movement, there's no 1, 2, 3, then hit. It's just one step and then in. Yeah. But this jammer absolutely fighting through, both jammers coming out there. So low block issued to the Canberra jammer, which is fast and Furiosa. And we got Firefly coming in to claim the points on a power jam. If any of the jammers you want out there in a power jam is this one. Ooh.
Firefly coming up the back of the pack, finding some space up the inside.
What? That's impossible.
Calling it off now, sort of finding somewhere. Might have been 4 points in it, but not quite. No,
6.
2. Yep. Oh, yep.
6-0. So 80 to 50.
That's developing a significant lead. I think this is a different team, this VICs, than we saw yesterday. I mean, it's the same team, obviously. But, like, you know how they say metaphorically, this is a different,
They've learned things.
You know, they go back into
They've refocused.
It's like one of those movies where they go back into the change room.
Oh, it's a Mighty Ducks moment.
And the coach comes out and they're like, you will too, but some sort of inspirational thing. Do it for the team. Anyway.
So, Slinky obtaining lead jammer status for VICs. Well, we have the Canberra, I can't even speak to this morning, Canberra at the back being recycled and getting some one-on-one. But, and a whip, that was a really awesome whip. Good, but gets a multiplayer. So that's, you don't see that often, but it can happen.
With the jammer
so
getting
the jammer used the shirt of her own player or their own player at the same time as the opposition blocker was trying to kind of hit them, which actually meant that they got, and that hit was through that link of the shirt.
Yeah,
so that is a multiplayer.
Yep.
So even though shirt whipping is super, being really utilised in the game,
it's also causing more penalties. I saw that yesterday as well.
So you got to be super careful, and that's why it's just about the movement you take with the whip.
Yeah, awareness. So yesterday I saw a penalty being applied to a jammer who took a whip off the opposite, grabbed the shirt of an opposite team skater to keep themselves inbound.
I'm very aware of that penalty.
Yeah,
that happened yesterday.
And that's just like, whoops, wrong player. But it's the same thing. Development. Different techniques. Got to be aware of the penalties as as the benefits.
So Teabag's getting a really quick lead inside line run. We have the Canberra jammer at the back of VRDL tripod. Really fast penny pass there. That was like invisible.
Yeah.
So good. Teabag's experiencing a little spot of bother, getting recycled to the back as the pivot comes around now, who has transformed into a jammer, but it is denied.
I was going to say,
to score.
That's a beautiful blocking effort by Fury, who is typically a jammer, smashing teabags to the inside of that apex. And we've got a couple of the jammers high-fiving as they get to the track. Nice way, and smiling, playing with each other. That's the stuff I like to see.
Me too.
3.
So this one time at Derby Camp.
Right now, though, we're playing and they don't like each other anymore because they're trying to score. We got Firefly out the front, doing some fancy dancing.
And really great leverage work with their arms. Like the jammers using their leverage on the blocker. That's where they turn the tables on the blockers and use the blockers' leverage for themselves. It's fantastic.
Massive drawback on this goat that VRDL have got at the back now.
Yeah, that's a goat.
That's definitely a goat.
Is it? No, is that the jammer? That's a jammer.
Oh, without a... Yep, okay.
That's a jammer with the cover in the hand.
Oh, see, it fooled me.
Yep, see? That's why they do it. Tricksies.
Yeah, definitely some discussion now with the bench. Firefly checking in with the bench and calling it off just in time to keep that Canberra jammer pointsless. Donuts. Score check, 94 points to VRDL VICs.
Time check, 4 minutes 30. Period check, 1. Jam check,
20.
Check.
And we're off. Jam 21. 4 minutes left in this first half. We've got Lemmy Adam at the back.
Nice.
The front.
Breaking through that that tripod, claiming lead jammer for Lemmy Adam. Absolutely living up to their name. Coming in, hitting the back of that tripod, then Slinky not too far behind. So we've got both jammers in there scoring. I don't know if Slinky picked up any sneaky ones at the back there. We'll see what goes up. 4-3. So we've got 97 on 54.
It's really nice to see Slinky come up to the back of those Canberra blockers, smash them out to the side, but in a legal way. So she got a hip contacting first and really just took one of those blockers out for a moment. All right. 2, again, smiling jammers at the back of the pack. A roll back, and we've got Teabags coming up the inside, meeting meeting some
really-
Canberra blockers.
Really full on offense there, trying to open up that tripod. Teabags making the best use of that manipulation and claiming lead jammer status for themselves. Now coming around to the back of the pack to score. Nice, easy tippy toe stops. Big smile on the face while the Canberra jammer is being recycled, still on initial.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the meantime, being drawn back, I think it was from 555. Doing some great pop out and recycle work.
Yeah, some excellent tripod work in the back there by the VICs. Some excellent reforming, making it super difficult for the Canberra jammer. Now we can see that we're T-Bags has another option and enough time to go in and claim those points and call.
That was beautiful.
It was a really excellent call for points. Really excellent execution.
Yeah,
by the
sliding
blockers.
through on the outside and
by the blockers and the jammer to ensure that happened.
all right, set up, ready again. Fast moving game. I mean, always, but I feel like right now it's just getting on with it.
You know how we talked about that double of the points?
Oh,
Check it. So 109 to 54. So VRCs have now doubled. Now, when you get to this point and you're 50 points, the 50 to 100, you feel like, okay, we've settled. We just need to keep doing what we're doing. And pressure is on that other team to change something. They need to change, adjust the game.
Yeah. We saw that yesterday. Varsity had a drastic change about halfway through the game. And look, and that's one of the things that happened is they sped up and really just changed the tempo.
Yeah. We can see that Canberra has come out and taken lead here, looking for those points. Canberra really enjoyed that speed.
Yeah.
The Canberra Jammers just seem to be able, if the packs are rolling, they're cutting through. They're picking up points without getting touched.
Yeah, well, and it
Which is
creates that
interesting.
space.
It does. It creates a lot of
space between blockers. Wow, 42 seconds left on the period clock. Jam 23 just finished. What will happen?
I'm going to do the commentator's curse. This could be the last jam of this period.
It could be. Uh-oh.
All right, so we're kicking off with Slinky and Barry's on the track, Slinky in the back. Barry's pushing up the front. It looks like a 4. We got a 4-on-4, so we've gone for 4D. Canberra coming up, trying to pop, looking for a little bit of offense there. Still got a bit of lockdown. Canberra offense player now in that tricky situation of I'm a bridge.
Can't do
So
much.
can't do
Just
much.
gotta keep
Trying to call up their tripods so they can get in there legally, play some offense without breaking the pack.
Yep.
It's always tricky because it's a balance between, well, we don't want to let the jammer go, but we want our jammer to be out.
And
So we're looking at 1 minute gone expired.
Wow.
So I think Canberra have changed something up here.
Yeah.
Because this is harder. There we go. Slinky finding it eventually on the inside. Canberra jammer now still in the pack, in the cluster of bodies, finding the outside line while Slinky comes around the back into a set-up tripod with a 4D in there. It looks like we're going to see some recycling to the front, but Slinky's going to slip through, claim and call. 1-0. We'll wait for that points. There we go. 113 to 58.
Ooh. It's it's a pretty sizable lead at this stage of the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think they'll be going into the half thinking, yep, okay, so our momentum's feeling good, we're feeling confident. Canberra will be thinking about what can we change, how can we get lead faster.
Yeah.
We need to start chipping away.
How can we lock the jammer down?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, this is intermission time. It looks like we've got 14 minutes up on the clock for our break.
It might default down to 10.
Default down to 10. So maybe check back in with 10 if you're listening on the online feed. If you're in the venue, I'm sure you'll pick it up.
Yeah. And we'll see you back in a short little bit.
Absolutely.
Good morning inside the Eltham Leisure Centre. Good morning if you're joining us online. We're about to start period 2 of the first game on Sunday. This is the Victorian Roller Derby League VICs versus Canberra Roller Derby League. Where score check is 113 points to Victoria, 58 points to Canberra. Oh, but that might change with Canberra coming through with lead. That is Fury, otherwise known as Fast and Furiosa. My name is Ninja Hurdle. I will be joined shortly by Suspender. We've got Fury trying to score some points now on their first scoring trip. Probably some points in the pocket already, even though they couldn't get through. Ooh. Points getting
claimed there by both jammers. Hi, I'm Suspender, and I'm back.
Hello, Suspender. Now, I did some stat research during the break.
Are these are ninja statistics?
These are ninja statistics based on actual numbers that I got from the
as
NSOs.
opposed to statistics, which are completely fictional.
Completely so, well, we're about to start another jam, so... no, time out. Perfect time.
But in my statistics, no skaters were ever hurt in the making of my statistics.
That's good, because I can tell you that plenty of skaters were hurt in the making of these statistics. We can see a few more penalties on the Canberra side, 18 versus 13, so... Canberra with a few more people going to the bin in the first half. But probably a bit of a no-brainer, really. Victoria getting twice as many lead jammers, 16 versus Canberra's 8. So, I mean, that's...
If you apply that mathematical equation / ratio to what we're seeing on the scoreboard, that kind of works.
Exactly, because we do have VRDL with pretty much, 1 point down from double.
Yeah.
So the ratio, the maths, the science,
it's there. It's there.
It's right on the paper in blue and white.
There is math to be done, and if there is math to be done, I am nowhere near it.
But that means there's a job for you if you're a mathematical nerd.
Absolutely, roller derby is a sport for you.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We had a timeout. We weren't sure exactly what it was for because we weren't watching. We were playing our stats.
We were.
Now we've got
hustle. Oh wow! We should have been. There's a lot of jam.
What happened? There's like 5 people in the box.
So wrapped up in our statistics. We missed that. Sorry for those watching at home, but we do have had VRDL starting with a full box. Now we've got 2-on-2 on track.
Ooh.
Canberra claiming lead, but I think we'll be looking to clear the penalties, getting all the blockers out.
This will serve well for both teams, really.
Yeah. Beckery coming around the front there, doing some great blocking. Canberra jammer going to their feet, showing that they've got their WFTDA skills. And the...
what does this one mean?
That means out of play.
Oh, blocking out of play.
Yeah, so there was a sustained no pack. So there's a no pack call and a secondary no pack call there, which just means both packs are failing to kind of bring that back together. So 125 versus 63. VRDL back with, they had those 2 sitting there from before, that's right.
Yeah.
So they're starting with 2. Canberra were able to get everyone back on track, and they're going to utilise that, go through the gate, as they say for the jammers, claiming lead status, which is fantastic. Lemmy Adams had a great game today for Canberra.
Yeah.
Slinky at the back also having an excellent game, actually a great weekend. Lemmy Adams in there scoring, Slinky just coming out now.
Yep.
Making that initial pass, Lemmy Adams claiming 4, sticking it on the board, calling it away.
Great. This is good for Canberra and keeping, getting some points on the board and keeping Victoria pointless.
Yeah, they'll be looking for some momentum. They need a few of these in a row.
I wonder what the coach said at the mid-time break.
Get lead.
Just do it.
Sometimes it's that simple.
Guys, get lead.
So we can see on the front straightaway, The pushback by the tripods.
Oh,
Meeting
yeah.
there at the back, not giving those jammers an inch to move, like just straight away, making it the jammers have to push from absolute zero acceleration. But Firefly's doing an excellent job, able to push away and through that Canberra tripod at the front, essentially taking them on one at one to claim lead jammer status.
Yeah. Divide and conquer. Oh, I was going to say making it through with no effort at all, but that's not quite right. Firefly obviously getting sliced out on a tangent to the outside line, having to recycle, come in behind those blockers. Is now hanging out at the front. 2 more blockers to get through. They're released. Those blockers know they're at the end of the engagement zone.
We have seen there a pass straight off the helmet to the pivot's hand. It was clean and clear, and now we have an active jammer as pivot or pivot as jammer, getting recycled into that pack by VRDL. We have 8 points on the for the 2 passes so far for Firefly, and it looks like they're just gonna. You can hear the call. They're gonna make this run long. They'll be thinking here, this is a pivot, it's not a jammer. We have the potentially to catch.
Oh, was it a bit late?
Smart bench call there for a call off, understanding that their blockers weren't in a defensive formation to take on that jammer. So you're going, you know what, let's just call it. We're done.
Yep.
We got our 8 points.
So
we'll pop them up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, we're happy with that.
So 133 to 67. It is period 2. There's 5 minutes gone of the second half. So we've got around about 24 minutes of roller derby left. Let's not count the seconds.
Still plenty of
Plenty
plenty
of time.
derby to enjoy.
So we got the Canberra pushing it out at the front. VRDL at the back there. Lead jammer status being declared.
That's good for Canberra.
For Canberra.
Berry's alive.
And then Teabags popping out at the back, coming around. So it looks like we've got a little bit of what we call runaway derby with the tripod rolling away. And this is what Canberra likes. Like, Canberra's gone in, rolling tripod, claimed 3 points essentially immediately, didn't call it off. And Teabag snuck around.
Yeah,
was able to claim the 4. Now
maybe not quite aware.
Yeah, now that VRDL tripod has actually gotten steady, it was able to recycle that jammer. So it's a 4x4.
Yeah, I think they got preoccupied with getting points rather than.
Correct. They failed.
Well, let's not say preoccupied because it's a thing. It's an important thing. Distracted on that. Turn 3. Full track? Is it a full track? Is there anyone in the box? We've got one person in the box. All right. And we're off with Slinky and Lemmy Adam jamming.
Slinky doing some really lovely footwork on the outside, but unfortunately,
it's a cut track.
Picking up a track cut.
So that means, and that cut track came before any lead was declared. So that means Canberra is lead again in a powerful situation, in a power jam.
Yeah, and again, we see that thing. They're rolling.
Yeah.
They roll, Canberra cuts through. So I think...
I mean, as a jammer, I like that.
Yeah.
Not that I ever...
So now we see, like, we're locked down.
Yeah.
You know, they're locked down, they're still, and they're going to claim the space that they need to hold that jammer, and you can see that. It's fantastic. Fantastic work to correct themselves there and be the strength and the strong tripod they need to be to really burn that penalty. And that's their jammer's been sitting for 30 seconds, and it was only 2 scoring passes, so that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Great work by the defensive side of the VICs. Got Slinky back on the track. I think Slinky would be still considered on initial, so not scoring, as they received that track cut on their first initial pass. So we'll see what happens there. We got a nice strong tripod at the front, a bit of a recycle down the back for Slinky with the Canberra. As we can see now that when that tripod is locked in and slow,
the Canberra jammer is
it's
just
rock
like
hard.
stuck.
Yeah, it's rock hard.
And
It's fantastic.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere, are
No,
they?
they're not going anywhere fast.
And
Here we go. Here comes the recycle, one of our favourite parts as a blocker. Recycling up, finding your reform, locking it in. Oh, nice around the side there. Another 4 points on the board by Canberra. I think those points will go unanswered. They do. So that was an excellent jam for Canberra. 12 points on the board.
I just want to note Jigglytuff 039 doing some excellent blocking, just like moving around. I think they might have been the fourth person in that defensive, or maybe the third, but just moving around and locking down any of that space that popped up in the lane 1 or the lane 4. So it was very cool to watch that.
So a recycle straight off the line there, allowing Canberra to pop out the front. I think they did have that chat. They had that chat about taking the back, holding it, and giving their jammers space and time. That's what we call it at NSR. Creating space and time and opportunity. And that opportunity for jammers, you're better off having your jammer out the front than caught in the back.
Yeah.
But we can see that Firefly is now pushing out the front, recycling happening at the back. Great reforms. These tripods are really locking in now. We can see it's a more grindy version of roller derby we're seeing.
A more what?
It's a grindy version of roller derby. It's slower. It's stronger. I think at this level, if we start to run away, we lose a lot of form.
Yeah.
And decision making becomes a lot harder.
Yeah.
But when we're slow, it's really, really excellent roller derby.
So we saw a few penalties in a row just here. We had a VIC's 46. Nicole was sent off the track with a penalty. I'm not exactly sure what, and she was the bridge. So then we got a no-pack situation and not a reform quick enough. I think
that would probably.
I think that might have been what happened. I'm not sure.
So we're 2 sitting in the bin for.
Yeah, is that all?
For our VICs and 1 for Canberra. So we're starting at a 3-to-2 ratio. I love these kind of starts. Watch this start, and if you've got to put a jammer out there with a deficit, it's definitely going to be teabags, but. Teabags absolutely coming out, but only behind the Canberra jammer who has obtained lead jammer status, which is Berries, who's pushing through, quickly going for those, because 2 is 4. 2 is 4 right now for Canberra, so maybe look at a run it.
Yeah.
But now we got that. Now 1 is 4.
Wow.
Those odds are good.
Yeah.
But now we need to see,
keep some of those people in.
Yep, so we've got 2 returning, so VICs will come back with a full tripod. Time, what do you call those things?
Time
when
out?
You take time away? Time out, yeah, that's the thing.
The time out?
Time out
running
called by
VICs.
VICs.
The clock out, yeah.
Time out called by VICs.
Yeah. Well, that pivot that's in the box now, they were sent back to track.
Oh, right.
So it was a full, we had 2 blockers sitting in there and there was no space. So they were sent back to track and then told to go, So they are now hanging out in the box for a penalty that was incurred, ages ago.
So if we have a look at the scores now, we've got roughly 18 minutes left of gameplay in the second half. We've got 145 to 90. That's a 50-point differential, I believe.
It's still a pretty big point difference, but it's the same point difference that we saw at the beginning of. Yeah. So
there's been no double.
Yeah, that's right. So
no double or no kind of 1.5.
Yeah, they're not clawing. They're not making points up, but they've stopped the sort of runaway.
Yeah, they have. They've stopped. They've been able to. I think they've probably gotten a few more leads this half.
I think so. Yeah.
In a row as well.
Yes, definitely. So they've got more of that. Canberra have got more of that momentum.
Yeah. But there's no doubt about it that the VIC's defense, their offense, is just working a treat for their jammers. It's just smart roller derby.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's put that 50 points on the board.
Oh, for sure.
So you can see there, those VICs, they know what they're doing off that line, and this jam here shows it. You got, that was me. I jinxed Slinky. I'm sorry, Slinky. I completely jinxed you. Fortunately, Slinky got caught up in the pack there. Looked like they were going to get a lead, but lead has been given to Fast and Furiosa.
It's just a really nice...
busting through, deciding I'm going to go through the middle and picking up those points. Calling it off, bringing it 99 to 145.
Chaos being sent to the bin just at the end of that jam there. So they'll start a little bit light on. But that's it. 4 points, clawing it back a bit. It's only 46 difference now. That's doable.
Anything is doable in roller derby.
Even jumps over the pack.
Okay.
I want to see that. That's what I want to start seeing.
If they all lie down, maybe, but you...
Yeah, the little, and you get a platform.
Great start there by VICs. Looks like they've got their mojo back. Firefly's on track, and they've got leads. You can see there Canberra coming up and tossing with 2 at the front, trying to wrap themselves around, but Firefly is already in the back there into that tripod.
That's nice work, though, from Lemmy Adam, pushing hard to get through 1, 2, 3, 4 VIC blockers.
A few whistles there at the end. Well, there was a whistle, a really big whistle. And then immediately after that whistle, there was a call-off, which sounded really weird.
But they all sort of just yielded at that first whistle.
I think there was a signal for a high block.
When
you're in the pack and a high block happens, sometimes you stop.
Yeah.
Because you just want to double check that everyone's okay. Because you can get concussion while standing. That's absolutely a thing. So we've got the start of the next down. Teabags and Pink Mist. Teabags are running the outside and claiming that lead, while Pink Mist is having a little spot of bother, but cutting through and pushing out the front there. Teabags coming around to claim the points, hitting the tripod. Pink Mist now out of the pack. Teabags already with 4 up on the scoreboard.
Yep. Both skaters, both jammers coming around the pack. We've got a little bit of movement going on. That's obviously going to suit them both.
Oh, nice easy points there.
Past the 2 VRDL blockers on track. So Teabag still 1 trip ahead.
So we've got a bit of pack definition issues here. It looks like we've got ourselves a goat.
Pack is back, right?
Yeah.
Pack is...
the pack is the pivot. Oh, no, we've got 2 blockers on track now.
Yeah. This is just like...
So this is like the jam we saw before, where we had a lot of blockers go to the bin, and the jammers then really just need
They just cut laps.
They cut laps. They've got to get their 4. As long as... So you can see here we've got 12 points to 8. So that's 4 points on the board for the VRDL.
Yep.
That's extra. So sometimes that stuff happens, and you've got to... You want to start with your tripod, hopefully with your 4. And if you can't start with your 4, starting with your 3 is worth worth kind of running it long, as long as your jammers can get through and stay even.
So it's a nice rollback from the Canberra. Sorry, from the VRDL.
Yeah, it was excellent.
Really dominating the Canberra jammer.
Very
I
effective.
can't identify anymore.
It's
Berry's alive.
Slinky has lead coming through with a quick, easy 4.
And there we go. That's why I can't identify the Canberra jammer.
Because it's
the pivot. So we've had a successful pass there. Not long enough, though, for any points to be scored. So, a very successful jam there. 8 points for Notorious VICs. And 0 points for Canberra. There's a bit of discussion going on, though. Refs, the Zebra Crew, the amazing Zebra Crew that we've got. And I think we might see that discussion continue. So we've got the Zebra Crew having a chat about a few things and a little bit of a fix-up of the track in between. So shout out, actually, now to our awesome Zebra Crew and our non-skating officials. I do have some of their names if I can pull my information out quickly enough.
They're on skates a lot.
They are, they really are. So we've got Denominator, Beck and Call, Mushy, Campaign, Cheeky, Pee-wee and John Ref Kennedy. And our awesome NSOs, our officially awesome Fluke, Red Menace, Liberalian, Locksmith, Molotov, Blocktail, Ghoul Scout, Zazzle, Jackie NSO, Nasus, and Disaster Chief. Amazing work, guys. Thank you so much. And we're back with roller derby.
We are. We're inside Jam 13. And with Canberra picking up lead. So, and the Canberra blockers 2 on track, holding back Firefly, but I thought that wasn't going to be for long, but now Firefly getting recycled. Canberra jammer, which is Lemmy Adam, coming through that rolling pack again. Bridged out VIC's pack, now coming back to assist a star pass, which has been successful to the pivot. Lemmy Adam coming around, hitting a great, well set up tripod, but pushing through that into a drawn out bridge. And now we have, unfortunately, the pivot stuck inside the Canberra tripod there. Some excellent offense coming in, but unfortunately wasn't able to utilize that offense to get out. And then we've got Lemmy Adam coming through again to claim some points. So we've got a grind hold here in the front, that's for sure. Just got to be patient. That jammer will be patient, just trying to kind of pick them off one by one. Lemmy Adam in and scoring. The VRDL jammer is out. And I have to watch the screen for this one because I can't quite see. There we go. So we're claiming that
Almost
last point, making sure they've got it. We've got a scoring pivot. Nothing like tasty pivot points. That's what we call them at NSR.
Yeah,
we
tasty pivot points.
That was a way easier pass there, claiming another 4.
Super
Looks
quick.
like Canberra have decided to run it on the pivot. They're not, hopefully their jammer can get a few kind of scoring laps over the single scoring lap of the pivot would be the mentality that Canberra are going for. Comes in, tries to claim those last points, and check that out. That was worth it.
17-point jam for Canberra in that one. Give it up for Canberra. Yeah, that was a really nice jam. And just at the end of that jam, a multiplayer block there. So that'll I think that was given to Canberra.
I am no points for VRCs in the jam.
Just while we're on a timeout, we've dedicated the track this year to Bazombi. The track is always dedicated to someone who's made incredible and lasting impact on our sport. And so Bazombi, number 13, was a cherished member of the Ballarat Roller Derby League and the Victorian Roller Derby community. She touched our heart over many years and brought us so much joy and laughter. So in memoriam, the Bazombi track.
Thank you, Ninja.
And back to roller derby. 166 for Victoria, plays 124 for Canberra. Our nation's heart, according to the registration cars, the car regos outside. Don't know about that, but sure. Politically, fine. Now, we've got tea bags out the front. Certainly giving those Canberra blockers a hard time. Oh, no. Yeah. Find some side on the outside. Gets a back block penalty. We've got a great view on the screen, so you can really see those toe stops going in and out.
But of course, we can't see the alignment of the hips. So.
That's right. Oh, I forget those details. So we've still got one jammer on track. It's a Canberra jammer. There is a lot going on. Getting closer.
This is what Canberra need right now. They need pink mist out there, getting a lead, and maybe scoring some passes, unanswered.
Yeah, but it was still a long time. Oh,
that was
beautiful
lovely,
at the
wasn't it?
outside line.
I enjoyed that
Just
one.
Posting through.
That's one to put on
Yeah.
a gift later.
Can you actually do that?
Oh yeah, I gift my I got a blood nose at Triple Carnage last
Really?
month. Yes, my own skater straight in my face. I gifted that and put it on my Facebook wall. It was awesome.
Oh, I want to see that. All right, so we've still got a lead jammer in Canberra. Someone being sent off for a back block.
Teabags re-entering. We'll just look at those final points going up. Yep.
Yeah.
So 2 complete scoring passes for Canberra.
And
we've got
0.
10 minutes left to play, and we've got Canberra narrowing down this point differential.
Yes,
166 to
34
132.
points. You know, like, I mean,
Yeah.
we kind of come out with this platitude to anybody's game, but actually,
It is.
it is.
We just got to have a few good jams.
Love
So
it.
it's about being calm and being focused for the team that's in the lead.
Yeah.
You know, making sure that you minimise any mistakes because you know you're now kind of preserving all of your hard work from your previous half.
Oof. It's a big tumble there from a VRDL blocker and Canberra's jammer Fury, but Canberra has come out with lead jammer
I think
once
those,
again.
I think those blockers took extra special blocking proton pills at the half for Canberra.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
done an excellent job this
They're really
half.
switching it up.
Yeah.
And that was a cruisy, easy 4 points there for Fury. A couple of VRDL blockers on track 3, in fact, compared to Canberra's 4. So, being also a power jam, took them pretty good. Ooh, a bit of a kerfuffle there, a few rough and tumbles, and another VRDL blocker going back to the bin.
Yeah, they've really got to keep their cool.
Tighten up.
Tighten up. We've got a power jam situation. We've already got 8
Ooh.
points on the board. We're going to try to hit 12.
Devon Rex, beautiful block to the outside
There's-
line just previously.
There's our 12. Here comes Slinky. Panty or helmet cover is in hand, I should say, which kind of indicates they're still on initial. And looking for that inside shape and form there. And
Yeah.
that's going to pop 16 points up on the board unanswered, but Slinky is out and intending to claim some of those back, I'm sure.
I think
And I think they do, yeah. Slinky's like, I want my 4.
yeah.
Give me my 4.
Give me my 4.
So we got another great
Wow.
jam for Canberra. 16 points to 4. That brings Canberra
that's
to 148. They've narrowed a 50-point gap down to 22
In fact, it
in
was
the
a-
last 10 minutes.
It was as far out as 60 points
Yeah,
at
it
one
was.
stage.
Yep.
There we go. 150 plays 170, 20 points in this.
Wow.
With 8 minutes to go. That's, 4 or more jams, probably.
Absolutely.
6.
We've got a team timeout happening for the VICs, which
Yeah.
is an excellent and well-timed timeout, in my opinion.
Yeah, and we see that, don't we? When the team that needs a bit of a reset, they all go to the bench, and the team that's like trying to retain their momentum tend to hang out,
Yeah.
pretend like there's no time going
Yeah.
on.
They just need to refocus, be cool. Canberra will be like, we've got momentum. Let's keep doing what we're doing.
Can even see them doing some breathing exercises over there. I do that in karate. You like breathe in,
Breathe up.
sun is warm, breathe out, grass is green.
Oh, that's lovely.
I learnt that from the Karate Kid movie.
Oh.
The one with the girl,
I
the
didn't
one
watch
with
that
Hilary Swank, the next Karate Kid.
That
That was very
Sorry.
inspiring.
I am I'm original Karate Kid, Cobra Kai on the YouTube channel. Loving it.
Nah, man. Next Karate Kid, check it out. Do yourself a favor. All right.
Oh yeah, this is what the VICs need. We've got 8 minutes left. They've finally come out. They've claimed lead jammer in a way that's like, you know what? We've got control of this game.
And they've retained control. They've taken it back.
Yeah, coming through, scoring.
4 points.
Excellent.
And the jammer from Canberra is still stuck.
Feels settled now. You can see, like, look at the calmness of Firefly. In there, just skating, super calm, zenning out, in the flow, claiming the points, and calling. That was a focused jammer.
That is, yeah.
It really was.
And actually, yeah, they're the jammers that really seem to do so well. Is the ones that it's almost like they're superheroes and time slows down for them.
Yeah.
Like that. I saw a movie recently where it was a really violent movie, but it was cool. Wanted.
Oh,
with yeah.
All right, we've got the start of the next jam. We've got jam 17, 6 minutes left on the clock. Again, there we have the T-Bags coming out. Big smile, big sigh of relief there. Getting lead jammer.
Lemmy Adam also on track.
Lemmy Adams had a great jam. A great game. Excellent. Really smart. That timeout has absolutely worked in the favour of the VICs. They've been able to recap.
Yeah.
And bring what they brought to the track in the first half. You can see that now.
Wow. And isn't it interesting? I mean, I guess with any sport, it probably goes without saying, but it's such a mental game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anyone out there that's listening, that plays, chess, that plays roller derby, what those bench talks are like. You know when your team loses it, but you know you've got it. You can win this game.
Yeah.
We've just got to play the derby we train.
Yep.
We've got to be a team. We've got to be a unit. And there we go again. 3 leads in a row since that timeout.
Since that break, yeah.
They've now increased their lead. So they're making it harder and harder. We've got time against points now in this game. We've got 2 Canberra blockers in the bin. We've got a power jam happening for Canberra as well right now. But let's see what this blocking VRDL lineup does with this. Because they're locking down, eliminating time
now, but still.
Yeah, that was excellent. That was really, really great. So we can see, they're making. That was the first pass, Ninja. That took like 40 seconds.
Oh wow! Yeah. Okay, yeah.
They're locking down. That's fantastic. Yeah. So even now you can see they're staying inside it.
Yeah.
Even though this jam is scoring, they're making it difficult. They're prolonging the timeout.
Yeah. And you're right, because Canberra hasn't dropped. VRDL have stepped up.
Yep.
Wow, and look at that. Look how far back they're bridging.
And this is what we call a penalty burn.
Yeah. Okay. Just burning the time off the clock to get jammer back on the track.
They might be giving away their points, but they're not giving away multiple scoring passes, you know? It's excellent roller derby. So you can see there Slinky is now back on track and out through. That was on initial, so Slinky was not scoring. Canberra now just trying to maybe pick up that extra point they perhaps didn't have in their pocket. Let's see if they did get all 4. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, there was an extra one they were striving for there. I could see that jammer was kind of trying to claim that extra point.
Yeah, and
that
just
whole
stuck
time.
in that
just
corner.
Stuck.
Couldn't get out.
That shows good smart protection of whoever that blocker was that extra point, was making sure they were nowhere near the jammer.
Yeah.
You're not picking them up
on
it, bro.
I'm going to hold on. And I forget that watching it from here, you forget that the jammer's actually, the jammer might be obtaining points by getting their hips past other hips, but then maybe is recycled and brought all the way back to the pack. So,
yeah, that's right.
This is the smart stuff that's going on inside the pack that maybe we don't, we forget about when we're just the viewers watching.
That's right.
We're counting just laps of 4.
That's right. Firefly coming out for lead. A quick star pass.
First scoring trip.
So a nice easy 4 on the board there, which is going up. Yes, fantastic. So that's 185 to 53.
So that's 32 points now. Yeah, so they've extended from 20 back up to 30, and we've now got under 3 minutes. So
that's the 10-point buffer that makes you feel okay, especially if you've only got under 3 minutes on the clock. 30 is a little harder to achieve in, say, 3 jams, than 22.
Exactly. We've just got a timeout now, not a team timeout. Just some discussion.
So the team timeout is having... No one's got the team timeout? Nope. We got 5 seconds call. We're back playing roller derby.
2 minutes 41.
Jam 19. Teabags on the track for VICs. Buried for Canberra roller derby. Teabag up the front dealing with two Canberra blockers, but quickly claims that. I think that's the lead that they needed, VRDL, to secure this game.
Everybody's down.
I feel secure. That's the
secure?
commentator's curse, though. But look at Teabags coming through. Fancy footwork on the outside. Canberra roller derby berries. Jammer is out. That's their first scoring pass.
Oh, might get a couple of points for that. I'm not sure if they're inside. Yep, 2 for Canberra.
None.
Yeah.
So 4-2. That's not too bad.
A little comment now that we have a break is that we have a few people here today. So if you are inside Eltham Leisure Centre, guys, inside Eltham Leisure Centre, you can get a massage. You can buy some great stuff from Proud Minority or from Liquid Gold Pinup. Both of those sellers, by the way, if you're listening to us online, are available online. So that's Liquid Gold Pinup Rockabilly accessories for all sizes. Really cool stuff over there. And Proud Minority, queer and trans owned and ethically made t-shirts and other accessories. They've got some new gear, new styles, 8 new styles in fact, being presented this weekend. So get on down to Eltham Leisure Centre or check those guys out online.
Also happening over there at the tables, this is probably attention all skaters. There is cheap gear being sold over at the merch stands.
Yeah.
We're talking wheels,
like some
plates,
second-hand stuff in really good
pads.
condition still.
Yeah,
I saw some.
And I'm talking cheap wheel bags. Like, pull your coins out of the bottom of your skate bag and go for a look.
Yeah, there's like, what do you call the trucks? There's trucks there for $10.
Yeah, lots of wheels.
Lots of wheels. A lot of them in very good condition. We're just getting some pricing on that. Anyway, we're down to 1:30 in this period.
Canberra
so
pushing out the front
done.
here. A few whistles on the start of that. Yeah, we got Canberra blocker heading to the bin, but Slinky coming out some front so backwards skating to claim lead jammer status. Already indicating to the blockers what's going to happen here. Looking for running it long, so trying to kind of run it for as long as they can. Cold training it, so to speak. We know how long a cold train carriage is. Forever.
I obviously didn't hear that.
They call it training it.
Oh.
Got a long cold train, I assume.
A cold train.
Yeah.
Oh.
We don't call it that. We just call it running it long, like, you know.
Yeah. I thought you said culture. I definitely thought you said culture. Is that the end? Oh, no, that was just a lot of whistles.
Yep. So we've got 30 seconds. We have 51 seconds left in the jam. VRDL really have, since that timeout, taken the opportunity to reflect on their game and bring it back. It was really, really excellent work by that. Canberra absolutely having a fantastic game and excellent competition. Both jammers in there scoring. 4 seconds left on the clock. I think we're going to see some safe skating here.
Yeah, that's it.
And there's the call off, ending the game, putting 12 points on the board. Canberra
just running that,
putting 8 points on the board. So we're going to see 15 points. Sorry, so we're going to see an unofficial score of 204 for the VICs, taking the win over Canberra Roller Derby with 163, which is absolutely fantastic. I think it's been a great game delivered by both.
It's been a really good game. Oh, no.
167.
204 to 167. So that's
why I said it was unofficial.
Yep, and now we'll soon get a rolling whistle, which will make it official, I imagine. We've just, unfortunately, got a down skater that looks like fairly happy.
Yep, pretty happy.
So hopefully not too bad, but still a down skater, and that will keep
So,
us going.
coming up next,
That's right.
we have Convict City versus Adelaide Roller Derby.
Which is still part of this pool, isn't it?
Absolutely worth looking at. This is Adelaide Roller Derby's B team, the Radaladies.
I was wondering that. I couldn't remember. So we've got mostly B or C, B team. So VIC is being the C team.
Yes,
But
that's correct.
A combo. This is
Yeah, so this is Adelaide's B team, Convict City's A team, Northside Rollers A team.
which only have an A team right now. Is that right?
That's correct.
And maybe that's why we're seeing Canberra just as Canberra in general, not Vice City and not.
Yeah, I think they
Betamax.
just did a mix-up for
Whoever could come
sometimes
down.
it's just about you've got an opportunity to skate, develop, and grow.
Yeah.
And for what I've seen of Canberra and know of Canberra, the way they grow their B and C squads has always been outstanding.
Yeah.
I've played the Canberra Bs, which have a lot of the Canberra A's in it, and all they do is stand in there and verbally coach them, and it's absolutely it's sensational to be inside of, to watch the support happen there.
Cool. That's awesome. And such a wonderful part of Derby. So that is now the rolling whistle. That's our official final score.
Yay.
204 points to the VRDL VICs.
Well done.
167 to Canberra.
Well done. Both
Excellent
teams
hard
really
work.
bringing it
Yep.
today at the Rebellion.
So we'll be back up next with Convict City versus Adelaide. Sorry, the Adelaides. Adelaides?
Radaladies.
The Radaladies.
Oh, the Radaladies.
Oh, the Radaladies.
Oh, the Radaladies.
Oh, the Radaladies. All right, my name's Ninja.
My name's Suspender. I'm checking out, but you're staying on, so
I
you
don't
don't
know
have to
what's
listen to
happening.
me if you're online, so stay tuned.
Good luck while you skate.
Thank
See ya.
you.